Good morning. I'm going to walk through another program example in the assembly emulator with you guys, just so that you can see a few more commands, a few more examples of how to move through one of these programs. In this case, our program is going to take in two single-digit numbers and print out whichever one is smaller. So you can see at the top, I have changed the header to include my name, the date, and an example of what it does. I'm going to go ahead and add in here based on the beginning example. Okay, so right at the beginning, we're just going to go ahead and start. For the variable, I'm just leaving it as a string, and that will work fine for this example. I can put in any two single-digit numbers here. We'll do 1 and 9 first, and we will be able to compare those two and see which one is smaller and print out whichever one is smaller. So the program starts the same as the example. We're going to go put digits in RAM. We are going to set up our print out area and then jump down into the print function. I did already go on and turn on the color flags and switch this to decimal. That's just how my mind works better. So instead of just hitting run, I'm going to step through this example so we can see what the new commands are doing. Okay, so I've got my two single-digit numbers. Remember, those are stored as ASCII values right there. And we have our C register is pointing to the beginning of our digits section. And now we're going to start our print. So this line, move whatever C is pointing at, number 49, into A. Okay, and then increase C. So C is currently looking at the first digit. It's going to increase 1 to be pointed at the second digit. There it goes. And now we're going to get whatever that second digit is and move that into B. There we are. And now here, sub A, comma B. This means we're going to do subtraction, but we're going to subtract whatever the second thing is from the first thing. So this is A minus B. And if you look up here, A, 49, B, 57. So we would expect to end up with a negative number. So we're going to see what happens. So you can see that instead of becoming an actual negative number, it wraps around ASCII and gives you a 248. So I'm going to go find us an ASCII table. So 248 is not going to be anything super useful. It is going to be the degree symbol. So that is not what we might want for printing out a value. And what else happened? You can see here the C, the carry flag, turned to true. It was false just a second ago. They were all false. So the carry flag is now true. So this one is checking for that carry flag. I'm going to go to the instruction set so you can see where that came from. If we go all the way down into the conditional jumps, you can see that here we have jump if there's a carry, jump if there's no carry. So that's the one I'm actually using. So no carry, but I do have a carry. So it is just going to keep going. So it didn't jump here because we did have a carry value. And so we're going to change A back because you can see that A, right, when we did that subtraction, it changed what was actually in the register. So if we want to print that one out, we need to change it back first. So I'm going to add B back in. Okay, so you see we've got back to the number 49, which is, there There it is, the number 1 that we have up above. Okay, so now that I have changed it back to its original value, I'm going to go ahead and put that in the output. And there's number 1. And that's it. It's going to finish this out and return. That's the whole program. So let's watch what happens if the second number is the bigger one. Let's try 7 and 4. I'm going to reset everything. Again, I have those register flags turned on for their color coding, and I have changed it to decimal. So we're going to step through. You can see there are my 2 single-digit numbers, 55 and 52, representing 7 and 4. I'm going to make sure C is pointing to the beginning of the variable section. We're going to put the first one in A, increase the second one in B. Now we're going to subtract B from A. This time we're not going to end up with a negative number. Okay, it's positive. So you can see the carry flag is still false. It did not change because we wrapped around a value. Because it did not change, we trigger this jump, and we're going to jump down to the done section down here. Now in this case, I don't need to add anything back because we didn't change the B value. So all I'm going to do is take that B value and send it to the output. And there it is, number 4. Okay, so this is a really simple example, but it's another set of commands that maybe you didn't know before, different ways to use those jump commands. And this one is comparing values instead of just checking them against the ASCII table. All right, hope that helps you guys.